5 hacks to be a better daughter. Firstly, we should acknowledge that as a Muslimah, our first and foremost role is to worship Allah. But then immediately after fulfilling these obligations, serving our parents is the best honor we can have. Allah says in the Quran, "And we have enjoined upon man goodness to parents. But if they endeavor to make you associate with me that of which you have no knowledge, do not obey them. To me is your return, and I will inform you about what you used to do." Quran chapter 29, verse 8. Allah has endowed upon women so many challenging yet rewarding roles, but we often overlook that being a good daughter is one of the best ways in which we can worship Allah, whether you are a married woman with demands from your in-laws or a single Muslimah who is looking to get married. Remember that you can live your life's true purpose by looking after your parents. As a working Muslimah, I have been fortunate and blessed to have parents who have always supported me in my work endeavors. However, I realize that some of us can take our parents for granted, and this can lead us to neglecting our duties towards our parents, even though we may not have intended to do this. So here are a few hacks I have adopted to fulfill my obligations towards my parents. First, prioritize your parents over other tasks. One of the biggest lessons I have learned as a Muslimah is that despite the demands on our time from work, personal goals, and other aspirations, we must do our best to prioritize our parents over other less important tasks. It is not easy. However, making sure you are flexible in checking in with your parents before making other commitments outside of work life can really help you manage your family tasks and fulfill your duties to your parents. I often block out time in the weekend to see if my parents need anything and follow up on my outstanding tasks. It also helps to have an understanding employer who will be able to understand that your family comes first, so there may be times where you need to prioritize them over work. Second, communicate regularly. I find that there is nothing better than a cup of tea with my mom or chat with my dad on a quiet Sunday to build a positive relationship with your parents. It's very important to have open and honest communication with your parents, and I've been fortunate to be able to have a very close relationship with both of my parents. Even small chats and giving your parents time can help them to realize that they're not taken for granted. As parents get older, all they want is your attention, just as you wanted all of theirs as a child. Something as simple as going for a walk in the park or sitting in the living room talking about life in general regularly can remind them that they're still the most important people in your life as you get older and preoccupied with other commitments in life. Third, be patient and good to them. I have met many sisters who have challenging family circumstances. Some have hopes and dreams to accomplishing certain goals or careers in life which their parents do not support, whilst others find themselves constantly battling the expectations their parents have of them whilst trying to practice Islam. Trust me, I know it's a long battle. We may fall into the trap of Shaitan, taking back to our parents, arguing with them when we disagree on a matter, or even saying hurtful things to them. But we must remember that Allah says in the Quran that even when our parents do not necessarily see things the way we do, it is important to still be kind and good to them. Sometimes I have found that all it takes is a kind word to acknowledge that your parents want what is best for you. So we would strive to obey and please them unless their orders go against a command of Allah. Ultimately, none of us can be perfect daughters, as much as we may try to be, because perfection belongs to Allah alone. We can, however, do our best to please our parents with good words and kind treatment. Fourth, give them quality time. One hack that has helped me recently to have better work-life balance is to schedule outings and quality time with my parents. This could be something simple and low budget by taking your parents to the mosque, having brunch in your favorite cafe, or scheduling a shopping trip to treat them. There should be time where you give them your undivided attention and make them feel like they're worthy of your time, no matter how busy you may get in life. After all, your parents most likely spent most of their lives sacrificing and giving up their own time and desires to care and provide for you. Spending time with your parents, especially if you don't live with them, is something you try to do, even if it means a regular phone call to let your parents know that you are thinking of them and that you are there if they ever need you. This is a huge positive booster in being a good daughter. Fifth, shower them with gifts and dua. There is a profound hadith which highlights how we will never be able to be truly grateful for everything our parents have done for us, especially when we were younger. To this day, my father will ensure all my siblings are given an equal share in anything he buys. It is then only befitting that we do our best to attempt repaying them by gifting them with things they like, cooking them dinner, buying clothes, flowers. I love to buy unique roses for my mother, or spending on them by taking them on a trip to Umrah or to Hajj, a journey of a lifetime. Finally, the best thing you can give them is your prayers. As Allah says, we should always recite, "My Lord, have mercy upon them as they brought me up when I was small." Quran chapter 17 verse 24. We must remind ourselves that making dua for our parents is one of the best actions we can do for them, whether our parents are still with us today or have departed from this world, as the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "When a human being dies, all of his deeds are terminated except for three types: an ongoing sadaqah, charity, knowledge from which others benefit, and a righteous child who makes dua for him." Hadith from Imam Muslim.